It is a very fertile time to be serious on YouTube. There really isn't any significant competition. The biggest YouTube channels at the moment of independent content creators are those of gaming channels, comedy or funny stuff, general entertainment, music, or makeup. Count me 10 independent content creator channels that discuss any kind of serious topic frequently, and you will find they are really fewer in number than you've expected, to the extent that you might believe that this type of material or content does not make you popular on YouTube. Which is totally not true, assuming that regardless of YouTube not recommending you to new people, those who are really looking forward to spend some time with this type of content are not filling that void with what is already available to them at the moment. I'm not saying that the commentators at the moment are not doing a wonderful job already, and you should steer clear away from them, but the majority of them could do better than that, and they don't want to, because they are kinda lazy, enjoying getting by with whatever money they are making through their newfound businesses, and there is no significant competition to make them change their mind. Aside from Philip DeFranco, almost none of them is doing as good as they are capable of, or are really doing incredible, but there are decisions they make that make them not get the attention that they deserve. Picture for a moment someone as smart and good-looking like Blonde in the Belly of the Beast. Her videos are supposed to be beyond viral, but they barely cross 500,000 views, and she believes this is because the system is particularly fighting conservatives, and so there is no chance for her to get a larger audience than she already reaches. Kinda hard to swallow when most of her videos give you the sense that she is not just in total favor of white supremacy and white nationalism, even if she may turn out not to be so. And she always gives you the sense that she is some kind of radical girl who is trying to ruin society by spreading radical harmful ideas from her bunker. Always telling us what to do. Stop Facebook and do not rely on what is controlled or possessed by the far left, is one of her least pieces of advice that give you the sense that she is part of a movement that is working in the shadows to rid society of the enemy that has taken over everything in our world, that activism. That pushing of her audience to take action to stop the radical left from being in control of anything in our society, this is one aspect of what makes you uncomfortable with her. Also, there is this total embrace of traditionalism and conservatism that is beyond anyone's imagination. Even Trump loves the LGBTQ community, and there is no obligation for someone who is on the right or who believes in liberal ideas and in what is good for humanity, society, and civilization to stick to every backward conservative and traditionalist idea there is, unless there is something suspicious about them. Could she be that smart and at the same time so convinced that every extreme conservative and traditionalist idea is the perfect way to go in everything there is? It is possible, but it raises the suspicion that this is some kind of movement that is trying to mobilize the masses into taking radical action to make the difference they aspire to and seek to fix our lost society with. Don't get me wrong, Blonde's videos are awesome and very informative, but there is a reason why she doesn't appeal to the majority of people who are already aware of her presence and what she does. I might be a fan of her, but that doesn't change that I understand why so many people who already know her are not comfortable with what she does, and as a consequence to that are turned away from her. There is a big difference between someone doing something worthy of people's attention but virtually no one is aware of what he or she is doing, and someone that the majority of people who are interested in the kind of stuff he or she presents were already exposed to his content and are aware of him or her and what him or her is doing, but were turned away for other reasons, like those mentioned earlier here in Blonde's case. The initial message or advice that I was trying to get to you at the beginning is that every potential competitor to you becoming someone who is doing serious content is not that popular, not because people are not into this type of content or stuff, but because those who are already dominating this realm or area are with huge obvious flaws that make most people who are desperate for some serious content or stuff run away from them and consider them to be not worthy of their attention or time at all. These flaws are too easy to avoid. It is surprising that they all just happen to possess many of them. And you could easily read into these factors that drive people away from all other serious content creators without sacrificing the quality of your content or the level of how genuine or honest you are in the process.